Let's talk about violets. There are about 500 species in the viola genus, including pansies and Johnny jump-ups. Pansies have large flowers and violets have small flowers. There are many species native to the northern woodlands around the world. Common woodland violets are great plants for shady wooded flower beds and are horrible weeds in lawns. Let's talk about the good part first. They're easy to grow in shade and partial shade. Most bloom in the spring with white, purple, or striped flowers. But there are a few yellow flowering species that can be used. As a ground-covered plant that may or may not spread in your garden, they spread by rhizomes and by seeds. In some species, the seeds are produced in the fall by flowers that do not have petals. The seeds can be ejected several feet, allowing the plant to spread all over the garden. The flowers and leaves are edible and supposed to be high in vitamin C. That doesn't mean you should be eating them, especially if they've been sprayed with weed killers. You definitely don't want to eat them. Pansies and violet flowers do make salads prettier. I use them as a placeholder plant. They grow in ground cover in my shaded beds, and when I find a new plant that I want, I look for the violets. I know that nothing else is growing there, like a spring ephemeral that's died back or a bulb that's died back, and I can easily dig up the violet and replace it with the new plant. Now for the bad part. They are low growing, and so they sneak under the lawnmower blades. They spread easily by rhizomes and seeds. If the lawn is in the shade, where grass doesn't grow well, violets can be fill-in plants for those empty spaces, and that's not what we want in a lawn. If you only have a few of them, they're usually very easy to pull up by hand. But who only has a few of them? When they are growing in a lawn, you have to determine why they're there instead of the grass. If you don't fix the real problem, violets will keep coming back. If the plants are already there, a broadleaf weed killer with trichlopor as an active ingredient will kill them. If that's not available, an herbicide with a minimum of 3 active ingredients will also work. Herbicides may need to be reapplied because they are tough to kill and they will come back from seeds. Be careful, do not apply too much of any weed killer because you really think you need to on these violets, but that extra weed killer can harm grass when over applied. If the grass turns yellow or even brown, it will usually come back in a week or two. So don't be too afraid if you've overdone it, but really follow the label directions is the best choice. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.